Hello everyone, hope everybody's doing great today and I appreciate those who be watching this video. Finally, for the one or two of you who watches my multiple videos, finally got the haircut. It was getting too long. I was getting tired of combing it, to be honest. But today, we're going to be talking about Lovers Under the Red Sky. There's a couple of reasons why I want to watch this series. First is because it's a fantasy fantasy time period shows, which is like right what I love. I love the magic and sorcery. I love the sword fighting, stuff like that. So that's one reason I chose it. The other reason is like I'm a Bob Dylan fan, and he has a song called "Under the Red Sky." Has nothing to do with the series, but you know they both have a boy, they both have a girl. In the song, they live in an alley under the red sky. But unlike the song, the girl doesn't get baked up in a pie, and I guess she gets eaten in the song, if I remember right. However, today we're going to be talking about Lovers Under the Red Sky. And it's basically about a war, a battle between your three main gods. You got your demon god, got your god of balance, from good to evil. And then you got your righteous god, which is a goddess. Because, women are always good and men are always bad. You got to keep that in line there with the gods. Just saying. Anyways, good old mythology, I guess. That's not always the case. Anyways, let's get into this. Lovers Under the Red Sky. So right at the beginning, as you see here in this picture behind me, happens within the first 10 minutes. The humans are able to put this demon god into a painting and seal him up so he can't cause chaos on the earth anymore. But right off the bat, he is released. They were captured in the beginning of episode 1. In episode 2, he gets free. All because of pride or desire, want. You got this kid. He wants to be king. He gets tempted, I guess you say, seduced by this demon god, and he releases him. Maybe inadvertently, maybe not. Depends if you think he was hypnotized or not. Anyway, so he goes around. So he leaves this portrait. He enters a boy's body. And the goddess is able to seal the demon god in this boy's body. And to make sure this demon god doesn't have all his power, he takes the eyesight of the boy and gives it to a blind girl. Who is the daughter of the painter who sealed the goddess, and she's like this divine painter. And so these two kids, this girl and the boy, they're destined not only to be lovers, but also to capture and to seal the demon god and off in a painting for all time. That's their destiny together. And so this show basically follows these the two lives. The boy who once had eyesight, he's now blind, but he's like a great astronomer. He works for the king now, and he's able to predict certain events. The girl follows her father's footsteps. She's like this master painter, and on the way, they kind of get involved into like inadvertently into like a political battleground. You have two brothers. One is this go kind of like this go lucky. I'm not saying that right. Go lucky guy. Just wants to be good and do good for the people. He has no desire for power because there's actually a third brother, and the oldest brother is the crown prince. They could have done a little bit more of the crown prince. We never see the crown prince. We see him as a boy, but then once he gets old, it's like the crown prince is sick, and you never see him. But it just follows the two younger brothers. And then you got the second brother. He's the youngest brother. He has no desire for power. He just wants to do good for the people. And he wants to study art and stuff like that. And then you got the second brother, oldest brother, and he's all about power. He's all thinking about how the throne was stolen from him. And he's the one that inadvertently or overtly released the demon god, because he's hoping that he could use him to take over the crown. And so you got those two sort of struggling for power, more like the second brothers all getting the power, and the third brother's just like he's kind of naive to things. He's just more interested into sealing the demon god for good. And so that's basically it. That's basically the plot. Let's just get into what makes this show very good is the CGI. As you see behind me, the CGI is really great in this. I think it's Battle's great, or maybe better than the CGI in Alchemy of Souls. If you like Alchemy of Souls, you'll love this. What I do like criticism of Alchemy of Souls, I was expecting, if you've seen my reviews, of like more of a adventure, sword and sorcery kind of thing in Alchemy of Souls, and it got like into a lot of romance. And I do like romance, but I don't like heavy romance, especially when I'm expecting something different. At least with this one, Lovers Under the Red Sky. I mean, the title tells you there's going to be romance in this. But what's kind of weird is that it actually has a lot of it is, at times, it's less romance than this than in Alchemy of Souls. It doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. Because these two are trying to do something to stop the Demon King. The boy, he's wanting revenge, so his whole thing is about revenge. Because his parents get killed, and he thinks it's because of the king killed his parents and stuff. So he's trying to get revenge on the royal family type of thing. I mean, there is a lot of romance in it, what you would expect, but there's a lot more going on. Sometimes the romance actually takes the back seat to other stuff, while in Alchemy of Souls, there's some episodes where it's all about the romance and stuff, which is something I wasn't really expecting. But in this one, I was. So it's all about expectations. Lovers Under the Red Sky, you would think it'd be a heavy romance. And you do get it, but you do get the good stuff too, where you get a lot of magic and sorcery. I wish there was a little bit more sword fighting. I love my sword fighting. But it wasn't just what this was about. And you get a little bit of sword fighting, but anyways, sorry, kind of rambling off page there. But yeah, so the CGI is great. The costume is great. Cinematography is really good in this show. The writers did an excellent job. For the most part, there's not very many plot holes in this. Like I said, you don't really see the Crown Prince as an adult. They kind of just wrote him off. He's always in the background. You hear about him, but you don't see him. He has some kind of illness, but you don't know what it is. They don't even really go into any depth with the Crown Prince. Should have had him, I don't know, maybe dead or something, and the king didn't name a successor yet. But basically, he's basically a pointless character in this. See what else is there to say. Yeah, a great plot. Everything's good. You like some political intrigue. This is for you. You like the romance. This is great. It doesn't really have I hate, if you've seen my other videos, which probably none of you have if you're still watching at this time, hate those third wheel type of romances. And you kind of get this with the prince, and he kind of likes the painter girl, and he can kind of be stubborn with it. But it's not annoying, it's not very annoying. And plus, he's a good guy. So, when the third wheel is like an evil, nasty person, it's really unbearable. But when you get two of them are pretty good people, it's all right kind of thing. I do like the ending. I like how we get it concludes with the story, and then we get to see the aftermath, like what happens after the big events happen. We get a good 30 minutes to see the lives of these people afterwards. I'm not going to say who survives, who dies, or anything like that, but you'll be satisfied. It's actually a very satisfying ending. A lot of these Korean shows, for some reason, they like to wait until like the last 5 minutes and then clean everything up. And then, the last 5 minutes, and then wrap everything up in the 5 minutes, and it's still, the ending doesn't feel complete. And this one, it does. It's a great ending. They leave with a cliffhanger. Looks like my video ended back there. But anyways, it ends with a cliffhanger. Makes you wonder if they're going to do Lovers Under Red Sky 2. But it's going to be kind of hard to do that, considering that the main characters, their story's wrapped up. Pretty good. It's really wrapped up. It even ends with ever after type of thing with a narrator. But you still got some conflict that wasn't resolved. So, I mean, I guess they could wrap. I don't know why they ended it that way if they didn't have a season 2 in mind. The way they have it ended. So keep that in mind. The two main characters, you'll love that ending, and then you got a side character. The side character story doesn't end though. Our side character stories does not end. It ends with a cliffhanger, which makes you think there's going to be a season 2. If there is, makes me wonder how they're going to do it. Are they going to bring back our two main characters? Are they going to bring back our man? I'm sorry, I think I went inadvertently to a spoiler there, but yeah, they're going to bring back our main characters and continue their story. Are they going to jump into the future? It's just be interesting what to do with part 2. So if you're new and you're still around at 11 minutes, thank you very much for sticking with me for this long. I deeply appreciate it. I know it's kind of hard to listen to me talk, but I'm grateful. But we usually end this on a grade. We give 3 grades. We give highly recommend, recommend with caution, and not recommend at all. Highly recommend thinks the vast majority of people don't like it. Recommend caution, 50-50, and not recommend at all means hardly anybody will like this. I'm going to recommend this. If you like fantasy, you'll like this. It does have a lot of romance in it, so if you don't like heavy romance stuff, this might not be for you, but it does have a lot of good political intrigue, and you get that revenge plot too, so that will keep you into this if you're not really into heavy romance stuff. And like I said earlier, that sometimes, sometimes the romance really takes a back seat to this, like a really back seat. It's not right in your face. It's just there, which is something wasn't really, I don't know. I won't go there. But yeah, I'll recommend this. If you're into fantasy, you'll love it. Everything's great. Top of my head, I can't really think of any major plot holes. I've heard people say that in the middle. I've read some reviews where they said in the middle parts is kind of slow. I don't know, maybe. It's got still a lot there to keep you interested. I was looking forward to the next episode after every episode, so I kind of binge watched this in 2 days. It's fantastic. So anyways, thank you for sticking around. Hey, hit the like button and subscribe button. If you're still here, you must have liked something, right? Have a great day and enjoy your, this is a Friday, so enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.